Hey everyone. So today I have an astrology video. Astrology. All right. So I'm going to be talking today about the Chiron retrograde transit. It has just gone retrograde in Aries and it will be there till the end of the year. So we currently have Saturn retrograde, we have Neptune retrograde, we got Pluto retrograde, and now Chiron has joined the team to be retrograde. All right. So I have some notes here, all right, in order to kind of break it down a bit. So I will go into that. Yes, Chiron, the wounded healer, the shaman, all right? With this placement, it is about our deepest emotional and spiritual wounds, okay? But the healing, and with the healing power within us to remedy and to heal those core wounds. So this is about the transit, but you can also look into your natal chart where you have Chiron so that you can determine what kind of wounds and what are some of your triggers for the rest of your chart. Now for transit wise, I am going to be discussing of each of the houses, very little, like a little tidbit for each of the houses of how it'll be affecting, in my intuitive opinion, how it'll be affecting those Aries houses for you. Okay. All right. But yeah, it can symbolize the strength and vulnerability and courage people to encourage people to embrace those things, that invulnerability, that courage, because these are our childhood wounds or wounds that we have gained in some way, shape, or form without realizing it. And with time, with the healing process, I almost said process, the healing process, it's about accepting that, hey, I have these wounds and I gotta, to face them head on. It is the perfect time to do so. Now, with retrogrades, they say that's a time to go within. You do you, okay? Because everyone is different. Usually, retrogrades are about going within and doing the healing work. But honestly, with all these transits, we've been doing the healing work no matter what, whether it's within, with everyone around us, however it might be. I feel that we've all just been doing healing work. Heal, heal, heal. And it's so important because in order to embrace healing, for the new beginning, we must embrace the wound itself that I have in my notes, because with this retrograde, it is asking us to really do that. It's like, okay, you have a wound here in this area of life. You can choose to continue to ignore it or do something about it, however it is for you. All right. Honestly, with all the stuff that has happened in Aries with the solar eclipse, new moon, and we are going to be having the eclipses as well, which that'll be a separate video. I am going to do one for Mercury moving into Virgo as well, and for the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so yeah, it is about embodying that self-empowerment to heal our wounds. All right, ooh la la. I have actually a couple of channeled songs here too. So like one of the ones that came through as I was like writing down these notes was, yes, because I love Linkin Park, and it was In the End, and it's like, I put my trust in you and pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it didn't even it doesn't even matter. So with these lyrics, I was like, oh shit. I think about Chiron. It's our wounds, and it's like when we're wounded and we don't know how to heal ourselves or how to like look for help in those aspects, we become the victim. We've all been there. So we're not going to be like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I have never. No, we all have. We all have those moments where we're healing and we're lashing out of anger, out of like disappointment, resentment, whatever it might be. So with Chiron retrograde, it's going to help us really put all these things in perspective, because it is making us turn back time a little. It's like, okay, now we're gonna, and I feel this so intensely because, bruh, Chiron was tapping my North Node in Aries, because I got a North Node in Aries, and we have the North Node in Aries as well, but that can be another thing, another video, which I want to talk about, because, ouch. Anyway, so that, I'm gonna go into the houses. So if you have Aries in your first house. If Aries is your first house, that is the house of self. I am. So Chiron being there. Now, ask yourself, what are the wounds of self, of the body, of your how you portray yourself to the world? How do you do that in terms of healing? How can you do that in terms of healing? For the second house is our resources. So think about how you grew up and how your resources affected your environment or lack of. It can be any, if it's childhood wounds and you didn't have enough resources growing up with the house of Aries in your second house, like your second house is Aries, it could mean that you felt that it was like very heated and very like go go go, but it's like you never had enough, or there was a core wound with your parental figures in terms of those resources, and that you haven't, that those resources weren't met, or you didn't feel that. Third house is communication. So it could be communication issues growing up, if that is your third house where Chiron is transiting. Fourth house is the home, the foundation. This could again be about the mother. It could be about the home, the foundation that you have set upon growing up, and how it might have crumbled, parents divorcing, however it is, it could be affecting that, or like those childhood wounds coming up. Okay. Fifth house is dating and creativity. So if you've had issues with in terms of your creativity, how you meet people and how you mingle and all that, it could also have to do with childhood wounds coming up, or wounds itself, core wounds that you have, all right, that have been set upon in that fifth house. Sixth house is work, day to day. All right, it could be pets as well. That is just like, that's the Virgo inspired, I almost said, the Virgo energy house, because originally the sixth house is Virgo. So that is your day to day, that perfectionism. You want things done a certain way in the workplace. And with Chiron rolling around there, like, yo, you are not paying attention to this issue. So it's time to look into it. What is it that you want to heal, and how to do so? Eighth house would be like finances, the taboo. It could be sex, intimacy. It is about how other people's resources, how you make money, of like finances from a partnership or so forth. It also could be divorces and all that. So eighth house is ruled originally by Scorpio, so there is those elements. So if with Aries, and that is, oh god, Mars ruled, but it could have that influence of childhood wounds in terms of those topics. Ninth house, travel, higher learning, and exploration. It's because it's originally ruled by Sagittarius. So it could be about maybe you want to travel and something impeded you from doing so as a child or growing up. You didn't get to have these opportunities for higher learning. You maybe wanted to go to school, or you maybe want to go back to school, but you're trying to heal this core wound in order to move forward. Okay. 10th house is career. All right, that is the Capricorn house originally. That is where you are looking into how to heal the wounds in regards to your career, and how to implement those lessons so that you can be in the career that you want to be in. All right. Always remember aspects as well. I'm kind of running out of time. Let me see if I got to pick this up. I got to pick up the pace. 11th house, friendships, social networks, hopes and dreams. Okay. These are all those aspects. So this one's a big one. Is Aquarius ruled the original sign for the 11th house. And it is about our dreams, our hopes. If we have a wound there, if we have Chiron transiting there, that could be a core wound in regards to those aspects, and how to feel like you can really fulfill these dreams and make them real, and how to do so by healing along the way, right? Because Chiron. And the 12th house, the spiritual, the unseen, subconscious, and everything in one, because they say Pisces is everything in one. So what you got to do, guys, is look to see where Chiron is transiting, so you can look into that. All right. I had another channel song, but I'm running out of time. I hope that this was helpful, and on to the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. I forgot to say the 7th house, which is partnerships and marriage. That's the 7th house if you guys have it.